Welcome back, happy hempsters, to the Hempin Happiness show. I am your host, Dee Dee Taylor.
And I'm Beth Panati.
Thanks for listening, and we appreciate you, and hopefully you're doing well out there. We are finally, hopefully, getting back into the groove of making these podcasts. We tend to get a little sidetracked, but yes, thanks for listening and being patient with us. Today, we are going to talk about, so have you all heard? The federal government is going to reschedule marijuana.
Yeah. How many years has it taken us to?
Gosh.
So, yeah, I mean, it was
Nixon
put on Schedule
era.
1 in 1970.
Yeah, because of Nixon.
Yeah.
Fucking criminal.
Yeah.
And here we still follow some of his rules. How crazy is that?
Isn't that crazy?
Criminal.
54 years later. Yeah. So, yeah, rescheduling to, getting off of Schedule 1, takes it off of that being considered no medicinal purpose, like heroin or what else is it? LSD is a Schedule 1.
Cocaine?
I think cocaine.
I think cocaine's a Schedule 2.
I'm almost thinking it is, too.
I think it's a Schedule. I think it's Schedule 1. But
they used to use that for medicine
heroin.
back in the day.
I know heroin, and I'm sorry, but you cannot compare heroin to cannabis.
No. So, yeah, getting it to Schedule 3 puts it online with Tylenol with codeine, that kind of thing. So what that will allow, this should be completed from what everybody is kind of seeing in the industry before the election. So it should go down to Schedule 3 by then.
That's a smart move by the president. I'm just saying.
Get her done.
He'll get all those donors out there voting for him.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I said that's the way Trump would have got reelected with no issues, is had he done something about rescheduling.
He wants Biden to do a drug test because he supports marijuana. I don't know. I'd like to see him have a
Are
drug
you kidding?
test.
Do you know they don't test politicians?
You're right. I know exactly. I bet to go work at the Home Depot or something.
Have you seen? Yeah, exactly. Right. They don't test politicians for any drug abuse. And oh my God! Not only do they do a ton of drugs, but a lot of them have gotten DUIs.
Right.
They've gotten charges brought against them for domestic violence. I mean, some of that shit is insane.
If you want to get away with shit, become a politician. Do it. Do it. I dare you.
And obviously I'm not naming names or anything, but yeah, they've done some crazy shit.
But yeah, you were talking about, all the people. They said today 6 million Americans are using medical cannabis now.
6 million? How many people live in this?
Right.
I don't know.
Is it like 300 million?
We got too many people. They all drive. They're horrible drivers in Louisville. God.
But so this is a big deal for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, so this will allow research because you could not use a Schedule 1 or the chain of custody and blah blah blah. And it will allow doctors to recommend cannabis for specific indications. So that's a big deal.
Heck yeah, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
And what I like about it too is that it will, cannabis companies will be able to write off their business expenses. Is that E280?
Yeah, 280E
for the tax issues. That was a big concern on my end about even getting into medical or rec because, man, you can't
write off anything.
Your business expenses. Could you imagine not being able to write off your own payroll?
Right.
Like that's just straight out of your net income. And so that, I think that'll be great. And it'll be easier for banks too.
Yes.
So a lot of banks, banking, that will make a huge
It's just
difference.
like you're, operating at a drugstore, like selling Tylenol.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it's still, not going to be federally legal. That doesn't change like the laws. But the way we can work with cannabis will change.
And I think taking it off the Schedule 1, though, it's going to make a lot of people won't be going to jail for smoking a joint.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? No, and you'll be able to, hopefully no more prisons
for
for cannabis.
On. Finally.
They better let all those people that are sitting in there for non-violent cannabis charges. They should let them all out.
Minnesota just expunged, I think, like 55,000 cannabis-related felonies because, they're going recreational. So.
Good. Yeah. I mean, to think that someone, has been sitting in jail for 10, 20 years for a dime bag.
Right.
You know what I mean? For a freaking
They had a plant in their pocket.
Oh my goodness, you had some dry herbs. Oh my Lord heavens.
And it's your medicine.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's a big deal.
That's good news. Exciting.
Sometimes we can talk about positive things. We don't have to talk about all the things that stress us out and make us mad in this episode.
I know, right?
But
no, this is really good news. I don't know what it's going to do for the state of Kentucky because, medical passed. And I think July and August there is going to be an application process. And it is pretty damn expensive. It's $5,000 just to apply. And they've got a dispensary, growers, and there's like 3 tiers to a grower and then a processor. And it's $5,000 for the application. You have to be a qualified applicant. Then you get put into a lottery. So, it's funny because I always said it's like such a good old boys network here. Well, I think they did away with that because I don't think is going to matter who you know.
Oh, goodness.
Yes and no. Damn it. I mean, as much work as I did, I thought maybe I would have a little bit more of a leg. But at the same time, if you're a qualified candidate and you get it, then yay. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's going to keep some people out that aren't qualified, especially for the monetary reasons. Not only is a $5,000 application fee, but then it's $30,000 to get your license. So if you win the lottery, it's another $30,000 per year for your license. I think that goes down the second year, but for the first year. And then you have to be able to show that you have $150,000 in liquid cash. So this is not for the weak or just anybody. They've definitely put the limits on it. My fear, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again, is that Big Canna is going to come in, and there's some really big companies that are out in the United States that have monopolized and have made a killing. And they've got some shady practices going on. And my fear is that's kind of what's going to happen here in Kentucky because it definitely happened in the hemp side. So I'm worried about the
because they have the money to put in multiple applications.
Yep, in multiple regions. I mean, there's only going to be 48 dispensaries in the entire state. And it's broken up by region. And so this region will have like 6. Another region will have like 4. There's only going to be allowed to be 2 dispensaries in actual Jefferson County and 2 in Fayette County because those are the 2 biggest. So you got Lexington and Louisville. All the other ones. And if the county doesn't want it or the city doesn't want it, they can file an ordinance so you can't set up a medical cannabis. So for a lot of those dry counties, do you really think?
County to county,
I think
like
so.
they do. Alcohol.
Yep. County to county, I think. But even little cities. I think cities can file an ordinance not to have it there. Now granted, we live in a pretty
liberal town.
Yeah, liberal town. And even this, where we're at city-wise, I think it's a little more progressive, which I think is great. So hopefully there won't be a lot of issues here for that. But I think you're going to have a shit ton of people applying. And you're going to have, it's going to be a lot of competition. And just to flush $5,000 down the toilet makes me cringe.
Because, to put in that application, you don't get that money back.
You do not get that money back. And granted, if you don't win, you don't win. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm cheap, man. I don't like spending a lot of money. I really don't. So it's funny. I just, we'll see.
I know. Yeah, everybody keeps asking, are y'all going to get into it? Like, it's just that easy.
Like it's that easy.
We just do,
sure, buddy. Yep. Yeah. I'm just going to open up one day and suddenly be medical.
But and hopefully it won't kill the in Kentucky. Not. I don't know why marijuana and hemp are like going at each other.
Oh, man. And federal, they are bad.
So that's, it really should just stick with the way it is now with the hemp, even with the adult use cannabinoids, and let marijuana be its marijuana.
Yep.
But don't.
Even though it's cannabis.
I know, even though it's the same plant. And, I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. And I have so many fears that I'll just keep them to myself because I don't want the people that listen to my podcast to, that's a good idea, Dee Dee. So I don't want it to be taken the wrong way. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, to bring that up though, the 2024 Farm Bill, they have been working on that federally. And of course, we've got two big players right here in the state of Kentucky that want to ban all of the hemp-derived cannabinoids that are intoxicating. Both Comer and McConnell do not want them. And they were, those were the two biggest supporters for hemp. So it's kind of weird how that's gone. The Hemp Roundtable, they sent out their blurbs about it. Like, so many states are putting more regulations in. Some states have completely banned the products. I have no idea which ones. Like, if you buy products from us, make sure you check your state to see if they're legal there. That is not my job to keep up with every state's legalities. That's your job as a consumer. So make sure you are aware whether your state is legal or not legal, because I wouldn't want someone to get in trouble for that. You know what I mean? Now, I don't care if you come to Kentucky and buy it, though. I'll sell it to you. You're coming in the store. That's different. But yeah, if you order it online, just be mindful of that so you don't get in trouble, because there are some states that have completely banned it. But in the Farm Bill, like, you've got your oppositions that they want all this stuff done. Well, it's big cannabis. It's big marijuana that's trying to do that, because hemp's legal. Hemp's federally legal, completely off the schedule, completely. So hemp, even though Kentucky's trying to make us pay all these fucking fees, that was previous podcast. So it's
marijuana companies do not like us not being regulated.
Yes, they're not being regulated and being able to sell products cheaper and not pay as many taxes and not pay as many fees. So that's the big conundrum.
It's so completely different. I mean, the kind of types of products.
Well, like, we can't sell flour.
Right.
But I don't think they're going to allow that in medical either. Well, you might be able to sell it, but you're not going to be able to smoke it, which... what are they going to do?
They did, because they got rid of vapes. So.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of vapes with House Bill 11. Like, shit makes no sense.
So now, you may be able to get flour, but you're not allowed to smoke it. You can only bake with it.
I mean, and how do you know how many milligrams is in whatever it is you're making?
You got to get a butter machine.
Yeah, like, that makes no sense.
In pain. And
it makes no sense. Yeah. None of that makes any sense to me at all. It's a start, right? Everybody kept saying it's a start. I'm like, have y'all read this stuff? Because I don't know about what a good start it is, but whatever. I'm still happy something passed, but yeah. So we'll see. But that Farm Bill, I think, is going to be interesting. It could change a lot of things. It could go one way and it could go another. And I try not to worry, but some days I worry. I worry a lot, actually, about things. Just how. With the legalese and how things change and what's coming and what's not coming. So, but that kind of leads us into changes as well.
Oh yeah.
Changes
happen all the time.
Change does happen, and the one thing that poor women have to go through is the change,
right?
And menopause. Yeah. Look at that segue. We segued right into that.
That's what we meant to talk about, but we had to get through the hippie stuff first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Menopause. So a lot of people, a lot of our clients have been using CBD for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Help regulate hormones. Helps with...
It helps your body with that homeostasis.
Yes,
so even while your hormone levels may be off, it's going to try and help balance out your body with what it is combating. So for menopause and perimenopause, what it does the most, I think, again, not a doctor, but what I think it does is that it helps your body like regulate its temperature. It regulates the mood swings. You're not quite as bitchy. At least that's what most people tell me. So, and just kind of helps you stay more on an even keel as you're going through it. For some women, man, the hot flashes is horrible.
Right.
I don't really have them, but I'm still young, damn it. Last time I checked, I wasn't even in perimenopause, and I only have one ovary left, so I was kind of surprised by that. But okay, I don't know. I think I already went through it, and it's just not showing it back when I had a hysterectomy back in 2014, so, and they only left one ovary because I've had a lot of female issues my entire life, so it was the best thing that ever happened to me was getting that shit out of there. So it was it's wonderful. So I really think that I went through it back when my hysterectomy happened. You know what I mean? So, because I tell you what, and I didn't have CBD then, but for 6 months after, like, oh my God.
Mood swings.
Oh, and waking up in the middle of the night just covered in sweat.
Those are the worst.
Oh, those are so bad. Every now and again that'll happen. Now, like, I get hot, but I also have a Tempur-Pedic, so I think that foamy bed stuff makes it even hotter. When you're hot, it makes it hotter. So ladies, get you a chill pad. It's called a chill pad. You can sleep on it. It's water that goes through and chills everything. It's wonderful. I bought John one because he's so hot-blooded. But yeah, CBD I think helps with sleep. Right. And CBD in general, full spectrum, so that has all the cannabinoids. That is just going to help your body regulate itself. You may still need hormone replacement therapy. That's stuff to talk to about your doctor, but man, we sure can help you sleep. Yeah. Delta 8 is great for sleep. So is Delta 9 with CBN. Love that for sleepy time. So there's products that can help. We also have functional mushrooms. And I'm sorry, but mushrooms are amazing for our body. Like, amazing. We've got these gummies called Trumi Nootropics, and the ones that I take are the daily ones. I love these. You just eat one gummy a day and it actually tastes good, and they don't taste like mango, so, because I can't stand the flavor of mango. They say mango on there, the strawberry mango. But they're actually pretty good. I eat one a day, and I think it just gives you that added nutrients that your body needs to function properly, just like kind of like CBD does. It works in your system. It works with your endocannabinoid system. But yeah, we have those. Those are great things to use in your repertoire of battling perimenopause and menopause in general.
Because we get asked that a lot.
We do.
And so, yeah, anything that you can do to help, with
exercise, eat healthy.
Oh, yeah. Of course, all those things. But yeah, it's the way that kind of helps your body get back into homeostasis and helps with that sleep and mood swings.
Yeah, for sure. Don't get me wrong, I still have mood swings. That's just part of your life, because you jump from one thing to another, so you got to take care of things. And sometimes I'll cuss in my office when legislators throw these damn regs on my desk.
That's right.
That'll make your mood swing just a little bit. But yeah, I think that you can, using CBD products religiously and using them like you should,
like a supplement,
like a
don't wait until you're miserable to take it.
CBD should be your first choice, not your last.
Right.
I mean, in all seriousness, because a lot of people come to, they've tried everything, and then they come to us, and then we help them, and then they're like, God, I wish I would have tried you sooner.
Right.
Well, you can't. You do not need to wait. You know what I mean? And for the most part, you don't need a medical card to come get our products at all.
And our retail, 21 and up.
That's right. And most doctors are going to, a lot of them, at least nowadays, they will tell you try it. As long as it's not interacting with any medications that you're on, a lot of them are like, well, I can't say yes or no, but try it. See what you think.
More and more doctors are referring their patients here, which I love. I mean, I've seen that change over the past 5 years that I've been here.
Yep.
And it used to be like, oh, don't try that stuff, And now they're like, I've heard such great things. Just keep trying it. Definitely.
Well, and the more people that tell their doctors that they're using it, they're actually getting results for it, the more that it's going to.
So if you are using it, do tell your doctor.
Oh, for sure, you should anyway.
Yeah.
All of mine know. Are you kidding?
I know.
And then I told them, like, if you got any patients that need my products, you should tell them.
Exactly.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I hate going to doctors.
Me too.
I do. I don't know. I just
get anxiety.
I do too. And I mean, you've got to go for your yearly, especially women. I mean, you need to get shit
and then
checked
when you
out.
leave, you feel so much better.
I know.
You're like, okay,
I know, right? But going, you're all stressed and everything. I swear, I have that white coat syndrome. My blood pressure will raise when I'm in there. Well, it didn't this last time. I'm like, that's because I work out like a mofo. I swear, I think that's what keeps. No, I know that's what keeps my blood pressure down and normal. But I was glad. Because I'm like, oh yay! The white coat didn't get me this time, so that's a good thing. But man, it's uncomfortable. You're all naked and on the table, and they're doing things to you I mean, it's gross. It's not the most pleasant thing in the world to go through. But it's something that you just need to do is just taking care of yourself. I mean, to me, it's almost like getting an oil change for your car.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? If you want it to keep running, right, you need to go get things checked out and make sure things are still running.
Don't know when you need to add fluids or
not.
Place part.
Or, hey, you need to add some more vitamin D. Or, hey, your vitamin complex are off. Or, oh, your A1C level's a little high. You need to work on this. Or cholesterol or whatever.
Yeah, definitely do your yearly.
You should. And get your blood test. I mean, obviously, we're very holistic here, and we promote holistic products. But at the same time, there is a use for modern medicine too.
Yes, you need to have both.
You really do in your arsenal. I mean, my gosh, I was having some rotator cuff issues, and I had this pain in my foot. It felt like almost like I had a broken bone just on the side. But it wasn't broken. You know what I mean? Like I could still walk, but God bless it hurt. So I started I always see my chiropractor first because, well, he always fixes me. Thank goodness. Nice plug for you, Dr. Dan at Pathways. Love you. But so I always see him first. But what it ended up being was muscle. And I went to my physical therapist, Brandon Evans, and oh my gosh, y'all, he made such a huge difference. And I only had to see him like 3 times for him to work these out. And then he gave me the exercises I needed to do. If it starts acting up again, my foot is completely healed. My rotator cuff, I still have some soreness and some things when I'm working out. I think it's from an old injury I had with my clavicle type thing. But man, it's made a big difference. And just being more mobile. And I've been working out there too, so I love it. Private and all that good stuff and lifting. But just being active is super important too for your health and wellness, especially for women. Well, especially for men, for all of us. Everybody needs it.
Dogs, cats,
everybody does.
Turtles.
You need to be stimulated too. So,
and Dr. Brandon is with
Proactive.
Yeah,
Proactive.
Yes.
PT.
Physical therapy.
Yeah. Physical therapy and wellness.
Check him out. He's amazing.
He is amazing.
He wants to do that, movement, no medicine type thing, to get you back where you need to be. And
he's got a great personal trainer too, so I've kind of been working out with her, and we did some yoga today, which was nice. I haven't been as religious about yoga lately, and I was like, oh damn, I really do need to stretch.
So good. I can't wait.
Yeah,
tonight
I know you're going this evening, so
missed a week
do
and a
your
half.
yoga, everybody. Yes. Do your yoga. But if you all ever have any questions about what's going on in the world as far as regulations in Kentucky and federal, I really do try to keep up with all of that. I read every single day, and I try to keep up to date on most of the states too. But again, if you're buying products from us, just make sure your state's legal. But also, if you're going through perimenopause, premenopause, or menopause itself, and you're experiencing a whole bunch of symptoms, try giving CBD full spectrum a try.
Yeah, come and see us. Give us a call. And we can help you with those dosages and things like that,
because find your dose.
Yeah, that's really important.
Yeah, and we all metabolize it differently. Right. So everybody's dose is different. I think that's the one big thing about CBD products that is hard for the FDA to regulate, because it is not one size fits all. Yeah. It's not this dose for this person. Weight. It's not based on weight. Yeah. It's just it's how your body uses it and metabolizes it. So I think that really is why they're having such a hard time with it. And honestly, I can't stand the FDA. they've made a lot of horrible decisions and have allowed a lot of horrible drugs to pass too in recent years. So I don't really feel like I need their approval. I know how I feel taking it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, they don't approve these functional mushrooms either.
They certainly do not. Or even health food. Oh my gosh, without chemicals in it.
Yeah.
What? Oh, you mean we shouldn't be have high fructose corn syrup in everything that we eat? What? No, I don't even know all the words, but in the cereal, there's chemicals in the
red
kids'
dyes
cereals and dyes, stuff that's been banned in other countries.
But the FDA says, oh, it's completely safe.
No, it's not.
It's not carcinogenic or anything.
It's all carcinogenic. Trust the FDA. Oh my God. There's so many young people now getting colon cancer.
Oh,
Young. And it's because of the shitty diets. I mean, you've got the red 40, the yellow 5. I mean, just
cancer causing. That is not sold in other countries.
No, and I mean the chemicals in the foods and cereals and processed stuff. It is awful for us. So you got to watch what you eat. You know what I mean? And eat an apple. The only ingredient is apple,
and that will help.
I mean,
yeah. Look at the ingredients list. The less ingredients, the better it is for you. If there's 40 things on that, do not put that in your mouth because who knows what that is.
And I'm weird, so I eat protein bars, right? Well, and we'll wrap this up. Sorry, y'all. But I do eat protein bars, but I was eating one protein bar that had stuff that gave me the god awfulest gas. Like,
I think
and it hurt. You probably did. Probably smelt it too. I mean, it hurt my belly and everything. So then I started looking at the ingredients more so, and there is, I think it's like a artificial sweetener.
Oh, really?
And I think it was xylitol.
Oh, that definitely causes gas.
Whoa, I didn't.
And that kills dogs.
Yes, it does. Yes, and did you know that was in a very popular CBD oil that was being sold at vets clinics?
No.
It sure was.
Scary.
Yep. And that's why even on our CBD oils, we do not have added extra stuff in it. You don't need it. All natural's best. Natural's best. But yeah, on those, I had to find me some good protein bars that wouldn't give me gas. So they're hard to find.
Thanks for doing that, Dee Dee.
I know, you're welcome. You're welcome. Everybody in my store is welcome.
But with menopause, again, diet will really help you. More natural, getting those fruits and vegetables.
Getting less of the dairy.
Yeah, less
you can get a lot of information from dairy products. But also don't eat a lot of soy either. Like you gotta limit some of that kind of stuff too. So it's all about in moderation. I mean, I'm trying to obviously I'm eating healthier. I'm down 26 pounds. Thank you. Those were my stress pounds that I'm finally losing again. But working out helps, but also just monitoring what I'm eating. And I am on the Noom app, so that has made a big difference. And that's me logging my meals, so I know how many calories. I was eating at such a calorie deficit for so long that's why I gained. My body was starving itself.
And now, you have to eat all the time, and you're losing weight,
and it's great. I'm like, oh, this is wonderful. I'm eating so much more food. Who would have thought?
I know. So
damn, you don't always have to be at a calorie deficit, right? And I'm active, so it's not like I'm not active. I just sit around and do shit.
So do experiments. We're our own science experiments.
Oh, yeah.
So figure out what works for you, because there's not.
And your body is your temple. You gotta take care of your body. It's the only one you get.
You can't do nothing without your body.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind, y'all. And definitely add hemp roots to your yogurt. That is so amazing. Just an FYI. Hemp hearts is a super food. I don't care for hemp protein. It's got a gross taste to it. But I will eat hemp hearts in my yogurts and my salad. I like it better in yogurt. But they're really good for you. So just as long as putting that out there. So anyway, you guys have questions about any of the things we talk about, please reach out to us at info@fiberswhemp.com. Like, follow, subscribe. Share us, do all the fun things on socials. And as always, we appreciate you listening to us. You take care, be good, and have a Hempin Happiness day.
Yes.